If you are looking for a shoe that you can wear on the road as well as on the trail, then I might have the shoe for you. And that shoe is the Saucony Ride TR2. Now that we've all seen my ridiculous intro, let's dive actually into this shoe. Now, before I start, I want to say that shoe reviews can be incredibly subjective. Whether a shoe feels good for you, it depends on you. It depends on your feet, depends on what you like. So I'm not gonna talk about whether the shoe is comfortable or not, because that will be different for everyone. I'm also not gonna talk about jargon like the drop and the midsole and the, well, I guess like the outside sole, whatever. That being said, I'm going to talk about a few things that are hopefully relevant for every single runner out there. Starting off by the price of the shoe, then we'll talk about the fit, whether the shoe is true to size or not. We'll talk a little bit about the style of the shoe, what it looks like. Then I will also talk about on which terrain the shoe functions really well. Then I will dive into the versatility of the shoe, like what type of runs can you do with this shoe. And last but not least, I will talk about the durability, like does this shoe hold up well? So let's start off with the price of this shoe. Right now on the website of Saucony, this shoe goes for $145. But to be honest, when I search for the shoe on the internet, I see a lot of deals that are a lot cheaper, way under I'm in Europe. I can find this shoe for well under 100 euros right now, which I think is a pretty damn good deal. Next, let's talk about the fit of this shoe, something that I think is really important, especially when it comes to trail shoes. I've found that with many trail shoes, you need to size up, like half a size or a full size. These shoes for me are true to size. I am a size 39 woman and I have these shoes in size 39 and they fit perfectly. They're quite wide, so I think if you have a bit of a wider foot, you should also be fine. The toe box is not very narrow, so I would say true to size. Then in terms of style, this shoe comes in a variety of colors, but I think the one that I have is the prettiest. There are different colors for men and women's shoes. You can find them all on Saucony, but I will also display them here on screen. So you can pick your poison and pick the version that you like the most. Now, this might not be necessarily style, but a little bit about just the build of this shoe. This shoe has quite a bit of foam. I'll come back to that when I talk about terrain and versatility. It has quite a breathable upper mesh. It's not very thin, but I found that when you run through rain or muddy terrain, it does dry up quickly again. The toe box is not super protected. Some of these trail shoes have a really well protected toe box, so if you stump into a rock, you're absolutely fine. With this one, you're probably okay, but you could hurt yourself a little bit. And it has pretty good grip, but more about that when we get to terrain. And actually that is next up, terrain. So when does the shoe work well? On what type of terrain? I would say the shoe works really well on gravel, on muddy trails, on roads, basically on everything. And that is because Saucony built the shoe to be a hybrid shoe. Okay, this is not purely a trail shoe. It is meant to run from the road to the trail and back and be comfortable on both. So this shoe is a little bit less stiff than many trail shoes, and that's actually super nice. However, it does still have plenty of grip from the sole. I have no idea how deep these lugs here are, but I do find that they give me absolutely enough grip. And yeah, I would say that if you run both road and trail, this shoe could be really, really good for you. Next up, let's talk a little bit about the versatility of this shoe. So would I wear this shoe if I was doing a trail race? The answer is yes, but that's also because this right now is my one and only trail shoe. I think if you are a very avid trail runner, you might want a different shoe for your races, but generally this shoe is perfect for any easy trail run, maybe even a long trail run. I've run up to 25 kilometers in one go with this shoe and it was absolutely comfortable enough. Again, that is subjective, but I think they hold up really well in long runs as well. If you're looking for speed, then maybe this is not the shoe for you and maybe you want to look at some other kind of trail running shoe. Obviously, don't go and wear these on the track and don't use them maybe for tempo work, progressive speed workouts, stuff like that. It is not a normal daily trainer, although I think you could wear it like that, but mostly if you're a daily trainer, should be good on trail. Otherwise, this is just a really good hybrid trail shoe. Last but not least, let's talk about durability. I have ran about 400 kilometers in these shoes now, and apart from the color and a little bit of wear and tear in the heel, these shoes still look like new. The sole still in perfect state. The upper, like the outside body of the shoe, also still in perfect state. Nothing is like tearing apart, falling apart. It's just still really good. Even the foam still feels pretty fresh. So I would say durability wise, the shoe is doing so well. I've run with this in the rain, in the heat, in everything, and nowhere is it deteriorating. It is still just in a really good state. So durability wise, I would give this shoe a really high rating. So to give you guys a summary of this shoe, I think the shoe is perfect for those who are looking for a shoe that they can wear comfortably on the road, to the trail and back. If you need to run from your house to the trail, then this might be a really good shoe for you. It has all the cushioning that you might want. It's pretty comfortable. It's not as stiff as many trail shoes. So maybe also if you found that other trail shoes are too stiff for you, you might want to look into this one. It is a shoe that you can wear in the rain, in the mud, on slippery terrain, down gravel roads, whatsoever. I think that this shoe is perfect for all of that. So if you are looking for a pretty versatile shoe that doesn't break the bank, then the Saucony Ride TR2 might be for you. That's it for this review. If you have any questions about this shoe, then please leave them in the comments below. I will try to reply to them. And yeah, I hope this was useful in case you were considering the Saucony Ride TR2.